Hello everyone and welcome back to another Planet Zoo video where we have the announcement of the America's Animal Pack. So this is similar to the last two packs we had, Zookeepers and Barnyard, so it's 7 habitat animals and a bit of scenery. So yeah, this is our America's Animal Pack. It's a very interesting pack. It doesn't have Coyote, Mara and some other unique species, but it does have some very highly requested species and some species that just help to diversify particular areas of the Americas. And so let's get straight into it. So this pack features a variety of new scenery pieces inspired by the American continent. Create a rustic southwestern feel with ranch gates and ironwork window guards. Add warmth and charming wall lanterns and street lamps. Scenery also includes vibrant fabrics such as a mixture of flags and canopy sets, as well as paper flowers and flags to bring a celebratory and colourful character to your zoos. With these diverse new scenery pieces, you can create a lively and exhilarating atmosphere that will captivate all who visit. Not everyone's a hero, but everyone deserves a second chance. You're tasked with helping the notorious Dominic Myers, a rough-around-the-edges businessman in his last-ditch attempt to set up a zoo in Mexico. Despite his reputation for being a money-motivated individual, he has finally started to see a correlation between animal and guest habitats, and the money that it can create. Now determined to turn things around and build something extraordinary for his cheetah, Smudge, with the press on his tail and his every move scrutinized, Dominic needs you to navigate the chaos. Can you help him overcome the odds, or will the heat be too much to bear? So yeah, you've got a new campaign scenario and some new scenery there. No new large building pieces because frankly, as you can see, we already had a lot of the pieces that would be associated with a Central American town. So it's good to see that they are largely focusing on props here. Now onto the animals. We have 7 animals, the first being the Coyote, one of the most widespread canines in the world, being found across North America and into Central America. And out of all the canids we've gotten, the Coyote actually looks like one of the best and most accurate to the real-life animal. Now I know we just got a Coyote mod, and unfortunately this was announced just after that was released, so yeah, it was good while it lasted, but yeah, I'm happy to have both Coyotes because this one's pretty good, and the one made by Gaboy was also really good as well. So yeah, it's good to see an official Coyote as well. I'm really looking forward to hearing its vocalizations because I know Coyotes have a very iconic howl. Our next animal is what many people thought was a vulture in the fabricated flags that were in the key art for the pack that was shown on the live stream. But it is in fact the white-faced Saki Monkey, a smaller species of monkey from northern South America in the Guiana Shield region of South America. And they are one of the most distinct monkeys in the region with that distinct white face. So only the males have the white face, and the females adopting a much grayer and more, I would say, neutral coloration. Like there's no actual colors that stand out on the females. So yeah, you've got some pretty good sexual dimorphism. And comparing them to the climbing platform that's below them, they are fairly small. Like I think they're only about the size of a capuchin monkey, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to build with these guys. Next, we also have the final rat type for the game, the greater Rhea. I mean, final unless they decide to give us the lesser Rhea too. But this has been a highly requested animal from South America for a long time. They go very well with a lot of different species, so you can often see them housed with capybaras, Patagonian Mara, tapirs, and all sorts of other animals that they often share their habitat with. So it's going to be really cool to have those kind of Cerrado and Pantanal themed habitats with the Rhea in it, because yeah, it was certainly a missing piece to many of those habitats. Next we have the Ocelot. Honestly, possibly the most striking animal in the pack, although we have to see the Flamingo to know that for sure, but this is probably one of the best cats we've ever gotten for Planet Zoo because it looks just one-to-one with a real-life Ocelot. Like, I know a few people might find things here and there, but to me, that looks like an Ocelot and how I wanted it to look in Planet Zoo. They're a very slender cat in terms of its build, small head, and really short tail actually. Like, they don't have a very long tail, similar to many cats. Often have fairly short tails. But ocelots spend a lot of time in the trees, on the ground, and water. They're a very versatile animal. So it's brilliant that we've got the ocelot because it's one of the final cats that I felt like the game needed, just because of their widespread distribution, as they're found from South America all the way up to the southern United States, which is amazing. And these guys will go very well in a Sonoran desert habitat, similar to the coyote and our next animal, I believe. Actually, probably the animal after that. Because, yeah, these guys are found in the Sonoran desert, and I know some habitats, like I think it's Omaha's Desert Dome in the Henry Dorley Zoo, they've got ocelots living above collared peccary, so it's great to have those two, and it's going to be awesome to recreate that habitat. So now we also have the American Flamingo, confirmed to be the American Flamingo. I know a lot of some people were saying it could be the Chilean, but I felt like the American Flamingo was the prime choice, as it is the most vibrant flamingo in the world. Like, they are so bright. So compared to the greater flamingo that we've had since the base game, this thing is super pink, sometimes scarlet. So yeah, it's really great to have this flamingo, as it is one of the most common in zoos, just because of that vibrant pink coloration. So it's great that we've got a second flamingo and a new world flamingo. So we have two different kinds of flamingo. If you're building an old world zoo, you can have the greater flamingo. Building a new world zoo, you can have the American flamingo. And our second last animal of the pack is the bighorn sheep. So whether it's going to be based on the desert bighorn sheep or the Rocky Mountain bighorn sheep, not entirely sure. But if it was the desert bighorn sheep, that would work very well in the Sonoran desert habitat. And yeah, they're also an endangered subspecies, so it would really lean into a conservation effort, as these guys are possibly the most common subspecies of bighorn sheep in captivity. So it would make sense to somewhat take inspiration from the desert bighorn sheep for Planet Zoos. But it's not at the top of my list for this pack. It is an animal that I was interested in having in the game, because when I was making the Pacific Northwest pack, or as the Pacific Coast animal pack, it changed names several times. I was leaning more towards bighorn sheep than mountain goats, simply because of this animal's prevalence in captivity and the fact that the desert bighorn sheep is a endangered subspecies and would be good for a conservation focus. The last animal was a fantastic surprise. We are getting the bush dog, an animal that I really wanted to see in the game because they're just so cute. They're the cutest little canid from South America, and are in their own genus, so that's fairly cool. It's not just a fox or a member of the Canis genus. It is in fact its own genus. It's a distinct canid. And yeah, they are very cool animals. It's going to be fantastic to have them in the game. They can work with so many different habitat ideas, and I'm certainly going to build it, sort of put them in the South American section of East Coast Conservation Park when we get there. There has been a bit of a hold on that zoo because my computer's been having trouble, so going to have to fix that up. But yeah, bush dog, fantastic to see. And so that is all that we have for the America's Animal Pack right now. We don't actually have, well, it doesn't look like we have a free update coming with this pack, which is interesting to say the least. Now, Jurassic World Evolution 2 did a similar thing where the hybrid or secret species pack had no update to coincide with it, so I don't know whether that's a hint towards something, but I hope not, because I think Planet Zoo still has a lot of animals you can still include particularly since the Coyote was not in this pack. I know a lot of people are going to want the Coyote in the game before it ends. So if we can get that equatorial animal pack that I've been uh, shouting for a while, that would be great. We could get a lot of highly requested species in that one, including the Coyote and possibly a howler or spider monkey in that as well. But let me know your thoughts on this pack. Do you love it? Do you hate it? I personally love it. It's got a lot of diversity. Even though it has two dogs, we haven't had dogs for a while. And at least they're two very different kinds of dog. So I think that's a good thing, that they're not just similar. Imagine if we got Coyote and Red Wolf. As much as I love Red Wolves, the Coyote and Red Wolf are very similar. And if it was a fox, if we got another fox, I don't really think we need too many other foxes in the game. So yeah, it'd be interesting. It would have been interesting to see that, and I'm glad it was the ocelot that we got and not a more obscure animal, because ocelots, yeah, they're just very popular and we've been wanting it for a while. But yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.